I'm Mandy, and this is my journey to self-discovery. I'm 41, spent 20 years in corporate, the past 7 years as an entrepreneur, and have 4 businesses. I've spent my whole life highly driven by success and achievements. Now I'm putting it all on hold while I tackle my biggest life questions. Why am I here on this planet? What am I here to do? What's my life's purpose? What's in it for me? This is me without the mask, slowly shedding the old self in pursuit of my real self. This week, I am making decisions completely from my purpose for the first time ever. And it has been such a great, rewarding experience, because what I'm finding is that when I make those decisions from my place of purpose, then my vibration is higher. And that's what I'm ultimately wanting to do. But there are also many things that I've created in my life that no longer serve me. They no longer serve me. They no longer align to my purpose, that I also need to release. And I'm working on that too. And those are some pretty big things. But what I've learned is that, in every decision, we can make a decision that aligns with our purpose, or we can make a decision that doesn't. And when we make decisions that feel really good to us and we are aligning to our purpose, then our vibration is higher. And when we are making decisions from up here where our vibration is higher, then everything else that you do is from a higher vibration. If I make decisions, or if I'm working on projects that don't align to my purpose, they don't feel right to me, I'm making them from a lower vibration. And then everything I do from that point is from a lower vibration. So I'm now working to make all of my decisions from this higher vibration point that are going to raise my vibration, and then just have me working more from my place of purpose, where I can actually give more. I can give my purpose, I can feel it, I can live it, and then others can experience that too. It has been a huge, huge shift. I find that I have committed to things that truly right now, they resonate right down here. They don't resonate with me right now. And I'm now trying to figure out, how do I unwind those? How do I get out of them? How can I now make sure that all of my decisions are from up here? So this week, that's what I've been working on. And I really made an action from up here that is completely new and different for me. And I don't know if it's the right step, but I've done it, and I'll share it next week, because it'll be a part of next week's vlog, this whole new experience that I'm wanting to test and explore and to see. It feels like it aligns with my purpose, but it is completely different, and I've never done this before. So what I've done is I have set up this. Next week I'm going to do something that I've never done, and then I'm going to completely test my emotional guidance system. I'm going to know in my heart and in my gut, my intuition, if it's the right choice, and I'm just going to let decisions and experiences and new initiatives just work from there. So what I'm doing then right now, how I'm making all future decisions and how I'm making all decisions right now, is I'm looking at what aligns to my purpose. What do I have the most joy in doing right now? I'm going to make sure that's what I'm doing, and then all decisions start to go from that higher place of vibration. If it does not align with my purpose, where I'm at right now, which I have a lot that doesn't align there. This is projects that I'm working on, businesses in some cases, those types. I'm making some very big decisions about those, and then, figuring out what's next, because this is not where I want to be spending my time, on those projects that don't really align to me right now. It's huge, and I don't know, we shall see where it all goes. Okay, so I just have to share something else that's happened this week. So I had mentioned in one of the last vlogs that I've been working, one of my soul's desires, and I have a couple of them, but one of my soul's desires, I've been working to align my vibration to it in order for it to manifest, to really just let go of any resistance and just be open to it, and make sure that my vibration matches the alignment of that. I know it sounds a little crazy and complicated, but that's what I've been working on. And I've been working so hard on my vibration to understand it, to learn it, to know what triggers it, to know what increases it, what doesn't. And so one of my soul's desires that I've had for a little while, I was having a conversation with someone 2 days ago. And at the end of that conversation, I just felt like, this is it. That yes, this is this is the next step to my soul's desire. And I felt so good. And I went for a walk and I just had to clear my mind from it. And I just felt my vibration so strong that I knew it had already happened, that I knew that that soul's desire had just manifested. And so I was instantly thinking about, wow, it had just manifested. I just felt so confident and strong about it, and almost had to kind of just put it in the past. Like, wow, I cannot believe that this has happened. And I remember as I was finishing my walk, I just had this feeling of it was almost just relief. It was just like like that exhale that, yes, it happened. And then 2 days later, I actually had a real life situation happen that wasn't exactly what I had envisioned, but it was something very similar that created that same feeling. It was that same feeling of, oh, yes, like that, just that relief. And it was truly the first time that I've ever been able to match my vibration to a desire, and to see the feeling of that manifest so quickly in my real life. And so it just was a great teaching moment. But I will say it was actually an even better teaching moment, because my initial response to that opportunity that happened in real life, that truly was manifested, my response was not the same. My initial response was actually a little different. And it wasn't a good feeling. I didn't have a good feeling about it. And so what I know now is that anytime I don't have a good feeling, that it's time to do a gut check, because I have a belief in my system that I need to still work on. And that's what happened here. So I had manifested something, but my belief came up and kind of intercepted it a little bit. And then once I realized that's what was causing my bad feeling, because we shouldn't have bad feelings, right? We shouldn't. So once I realized that my beliefs were what were causing that initial bad reaction to it, I realized that, oh my gosh, this was it. I just manifested that exact feeling that I was thinking about and feeling 2 days prior. And so it's just a great lesson for us that, every single thing that happens in our life, it is either a lesson or a blessing. Sometimes it's both. But in this case, this was truly both, because it was an opportunity for me to see how quickly we can manifest things, that we can manifest our soul's desires when we really focus on our vibration and we align to that. And then also being in check with your emotions. And when you have a bad emotion, then that's a chance for us to look closely at what's happening, quickly dissect that belief, and then time to move away from it, and then just be open to receiving. Huge life lessons. Man, I've been working really hard on this, and I'm just so excited. This just feels like a huge awakening moment.